So hi and welcome to finally another installment of Unboxing Bowie. And this time I will unbox 2023. This will not take very long because 2023 was a very meager year for Bowie fans, I must say, as far as releases go. Unfortunate, very unfortunate, and I think there had been some more chances, but unfortunately this is what it is. So first of all, there were some releases that were related to releases in 2022. For instance, the vinyl version of Mooney's Daydream. This is the original soundtrack to the film that I already discussed last year. It's a very interesting edition, I must say, because there are all sorts of strange remixes and redoings of songs. You might like it, and 3 vinyl records, well, that's great, isn't it? So that's the first one. Second one, also related to something that I discussed last year, quite extensively I must say, which is Divine Symmetry. Not to be confused with Divine Symmetry, which is a box with 4 CDs, which also spans the whole Hunky Dory era. And on this album there were 12 songs redoing Hunky Dory. And if you're clever, you would say, 12 songs, but there are only 11 songs on Hunky Dory, so how come? Well, one way or another, the Bowie people always think that Bombers should be on this album. I really hate that track, but it's on here as well as an addition. And they're also redoings, other versions, remixes, live versions of the songs that are on Hunky Dory in the normal order, you might say. Only Bombers is squeaked in somewhere before Andy Warhol, if you might want to know. So, then we had Record Store Day. Also, I talked to you about this one already, Laughing with Liza. 5 7-inch singles containing all the Darum stuff that no one really cares about, but it's nice to have, isn't it? And I showed you that. And in the comments below, you can find the link to that film. Okay, so that was mainly it. There was the most interesting releases of this year, unfortunately. After that, we also got the umpteenth picture disc of Aladdin Sane, and also another of the half-speed masters on vinyl. I still don't understand what a half-speed master might do, but well, there you have it, half-speed master of Aladdin Sane, one of his best records, obviously. So, after that, silence, a lot of silence, and then finally released got Ziggy Stardust, the motion picture, also from 50 years ago, 1973, the 3rd of July, the so-called farewell concert, in which Bowie said goodbye to his fans and came back quite soon after that, but without the spiders. What makes this different is that it is obviously redone, remixed and everything, and also that the songs with Jeff Beck are also on this version. If you like Jeff Beck, rest in peace, if you like Jeff Beck, then maybe you should get a hold of this. There are 3 versions. This one is the Blu-ray and 2 CDs. There we have the 2 CDs, and we also have a 2 vinyl album version of that. And the strange thing about this one is that there are liner notes in this one about the music. There are liner notes in this one about the music, same story. And also about filming by Ben Baker, the one who made this movie, and his son. No liner notes whatsoever in this one. Nothing. Nothing. Weird. Why? I mean, it's expensive enough, so why not put them in? Anyway. So that's Ziggy Stardust, the motion picture. Interesting. I don't like the movie itself because it's all in red colors. It's very red everywhere. And they never did something about that. It's because of the stage lighting, obviously, but it's very red. Then, another half-speed master, 50 years edition of Pin-Ups. Who needs it? I don't know. And finally, I talked to you about this a year ago when I said, well, it might be very interesting, it might be really wonderful if they finally released the 1980 Floor Show. The 1980 Floor Show is a theater concept that Bowie did for NBC in the United States, and it was recorded and released in 1973, but after that it never got released, and it was one of the shows that was broadcast for Midnight Special. And thank God, Midnight Special finally starts to unveil everything that they have in their vaults, and they reveal lots of stuff, and they also revealed the songs that Bowie did on this show. I Got You Babe, together with Marianne Faithfull, 1984 Dodo, which was a new song, and that time Sorrow from Pin-Ups, I Can't Explain from Pin-Ups, Time from Aladdin Sane, Space Oddity, obviously, the Jean Gene, and Everything's Alright, which is also on Pin-Ups. But they only release it on YouTube, so you have to look on YouTube for these songs, and I'll also put a link to the Midnight Special channel below. But unfortunately, the other artists that were also on the 1984 floor show, I must say, aren't there. Carmen, the Trogs, you don't see them. Amanda Lear even sang a song, but she's not on Midnight Special. But she is on several illegal releases like this one. But finally, you can get some of this stuff on your computer, which is nice. Then, something that got released and I did not get hold of because I don't think they shipped it over the ocean, is this. This is an album by Scarlett Johansson, who, yes, Scarlett Johansson, the actress. She did an album with Tom Waits songs a couple of years back, well, in 2007, I think. And Bowie did 2 songs with her. Falling Down and Fanning Street, and it's not a bad album, not at all. She sings in a very specific Scarlett Johansson way, which is nice, and they re-released this for Black Friday on vinyl, but only 1,500 were released, and of these 1,500, none of them reached Holland, I'm afraid, so I don't have that. Well, you can't have everything now, can you? But if you walk into this CD, or maybe even the album, it's worthwhile checking out, especially because Bowie is involved, obviously. So, that's all. And what really concerns me is that there are no announcements about next year, where I hope that they will do something and a bit more than just Half-Speed Master of Diamond Dogs. And this most interesting live year, 1974, was a really very interesting live year for Bowie. David Live, and after he did David Live, it was a rock show concerning Diamond Dogs, he really evolved into a soul monster, which eventually led up to Young Americans. And that's very interesting. There are several very good live albums of that period from June, July through to October, November, and you see a whole development. It's really incredible. So I hope they do something with that next year, but you never know. No announcement whatsoever thus far, so maybe they wait until his birthday on the 8th of January. The best releases, in fact, this year were 2 books. So I'll never get into books, but now I will. A book by Jeff McCormack, his backing singer and long year friend. He met him when he was 8. He had really great photographs. And the other one is really a gem. It's about the photo shoot for Aladdin Sane. All the pictures are in here. And liner notes, stories about how these pictures came about. Really very interesting. So those two books, I'll also mention them in the comments below, are great. And all the others are crap. So, but that's my opinion, obviously. So, that was it. That was a roundup of 2023 in just under 10 minutes. It's incredible. It's even shorter than Black Star. How about that? So, as always, enjoy the music and God bless.